Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 11th April. A journey through time of 11th April 2025 Friday. Today that is 11th April highlight in history. 1689. William III and Mary II are crowned as joint sovereigns of Great Britain on the same day that the Scottish Parliament concurs with the English decision of 12 February. 1713. France and Great Britain signed the Treaty of Utrecht, bringing an end to the War of the Spanish Succession, Queen Anne's War. British accepts Philip V as King of Spain, while Philip renounces any claim to the French throne. 1727. Premiere of Johann Sebastian Bach's St. Matthew Passion BWV 244b at St. Thomas Church in Leipzig, Electorate of Saxony, now Germany. 1809. Battle of the Bascour Roads. Admiral Lord Gambier fails to support Captain Lord Cochrane, leading to an incomplete British victory over the French fleet. 1814. The Treaty of Fontainebleau ends the war of the Sixth Coalition against Napoleon Bonaparte and forces him to abdicate unconditionally for the first time. 1856. Second Battle of Rivas. Juan Santamaria burns down the hostel where William Walker's filibusters are holed up. 1868. Former shogun Tokugawa Yasunobu surrenders Edo Castle to imperial forces, marking the end of the Tokugawa shogunate. 1876. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is organized. 1881. Spelman College is founded in Atlanta, Georgia, as the Atlanta Baptist Female Seminary and Institute of Higher Education for African American Women. 1908. SMS Blucher, the last armored cruise yet to be built by the Imperial German Navy, is launched. 1909. The city of Tel Aviv is founded. 1921. Emir Abdullah establishes the first centralized government in the newly seated British Protectorate of Transjordan. 1935. Stresa Front, opening of the conference between the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, the Italian Prime Minister Benito Mussolini, and the French Minister for Foreign Affairs Pierre Laval to condemn the German violations of the Treaty of Versailles. 1945. World War II. American forces liberate the Buchenwald concentration camp. 1951. Korean War. President Truman relieves Douglas MacArthur of the command of American forces in Korea and Japan. 1951. The Stone of Scone, the stone upon which Scottish monarchs were traditionally crowned, is found on the site of the altar of Arbroath Abbey. It had been taken by Scottish nationalist students from its place in Westminster Abbey. 1952. Bolivian national resolution. Rebels take over Palacio Quemado. 1952. Pan Am Flight 526A reaches near San Juan Isla Grande Airport in San Juan, Puerto Rico after experiencing an engine failure, killing 52 people. 1955. Air India Kashmir Princess is bombed and crashes in a failed assassination attempt to Zhou Enlai from the Kuomintang. 1857. United Kingdom agrees to Singaporean self-rule. 1961, the trial of Adolf Eichmann begins in Jerusalem. 1963, Pope John 23 issues Pacem in Terris, the first encyclical addressed to all Christians instead of only Catholics, and which described the conditions for world peace in human realms. 1964, Brazilian Marshal Humberto de Alencar Castelo Branco is elected president by the National Congress. 1965, the Palm Sunday tornado outbreak of 1956. 1965, 55 tornadoes hit in six Midwestern states of the United States, killing 266 people. 1968, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signs the Civil Rights Act of 1968, prohibiting discrimination in the sale, rental, and financing of housing. 1968, a failed assassination attempt on Rudi Dustcheke, leader of the German student movement, leaves Dustcheke suffered from brain damage. 1970, Apollo program. Apollo 13 is launched. 1977, London Transport Silver Jubilee AEC Routemaster buses are launched. 1979, Ugandan dictator Idi Amin is deposed. 1981, a massive riot in Brixton, South London, results in almost 300 police injuries and 65 serious civilians injuries. 1986, FBI Miami shootout, a gun battle in broad daylight in Deccan County, Florida, between two bank armored car robbers and pursuing FBI agents. During the firefight, FBI agents Jerry L. Dub and Benjamin P. Brogan are killed, while five other agents were wounded. As a result, the popular .40 S and W cartridge was developed. 1987, the London Agreement is secretly signed between Israeli Foreign Affairs Minister Simon Peres and King Hussein of Jordan. 1990, customs officers in Middlesbrough, England seize what they believe to be the barrel of massive gun on a ship bound for Iraq. 1993, 450 prisoners rioted at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility in Lucasville, Ohio, and continued to do so for 10 days, citing grievances related to prison conditions as well as the forced vaccination of Nation of Islam prisoners for tuberculosis against their religious beliefs. 2001, the detained crew of a United States EP-33 aircraft and landed in Hainan, China after a collision with a J-8 fighter is released. 2002, the Grivha synagogue bombing by Al Qaeda kills 21 in Tunisia. 2002, over 200,000 people marched in Caracas towards the presidential palace to demand the resignation of President Hugo Chavez. 19 protesters are killed. 2006, Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad announces Iran's claim to have successfully enriched uranium. 2007, Algiers bombings. Two bombings in Algiers killed 33 people and wounded further 222 others. 2008, Qatar Air Transport Flight 007 crashes while attempting an emergency landing at Chisinau International Airport, killing 8. 2011, an explosion in the Minsk metro, Belarus, kills 15 people and injures 204 others. 2012, a pair of great earthquakes occur in the Wartan Basin west of Sumatra of Indonesia. The maximum Mercalli intensity of this strike slip doubled earthquake is 7, very strong. 10 are killed 12 were injured, and a non-destructive tsunami is observed on the island of Nias. 2018, an Ilyushin Il-76, which was owned and operated by the Algerian Air Force, crashes near Beaufort, Algeria, killing 257. 2021, 20-year-old Dante Wright is shot and killed in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, by Officer Kimberly Potter, sparking protest in the city when the officer allegedly mistakes her own gun for her taser. 2023, during the Pajigi massacre, an airstrike conducted by the Myanmar Air Force kills at least 100 villagers in Pajigi Sagaing region. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.